Well, basically, I think that, you know, it's really important for me to give, and I think it's extremely important to make the world a better place to live in, because really you've only got three choices. You make the place, you know, the world a worse place to live in, or you can do absolutely nothing, which I think makes the world still a worse place to live in, or you can try to make the world a better place to live in. And I think that's really what it amounts to, and that's its own reward.
What made you decide to become a volunteer for Habitat?
I guess I decided to become a volunteer for Habitat because the corporation I worked for before I retired was involved in sponsoring a house, and then it just happened to me. I caught that highly contagious disease called infectious hepatitis. You get involved and you're hooked.
I think just the feeling of missing something in my life and looking for something in the community, something to do in the community to fill that void. And I happened to hear about Habitat at church, and I knew that was something that I could do, so I did.
My name is Russ Griffith, and I'm the construction director for Habitat for Humanity in the Nashville area. Basically what we're doing now is, because we have been able to purchase 28 lots that are all together, which is kind of unusual in a metropolitan area, but the reason that we were able to do that basically is because they're not real good lots, building lots. They're steep, and the topography on them is kind of tough. So we approached one of our volunteers, who is an architect here in town, to give us some ideas, and he decided to get the entire Middle Tennessee AIA involved, and we have about 85 architects that are going to meet tomorrow, as a matter of fact, to do what they call a charrette, to hopefully give us 5 or 6 designs that will be specifically for those particular lots that we're going to build on this year. We have what we call an SOS program, which is nothing more than what we call supervisors on site. This is a group of volunteers that have really gotten involved with us and are there almost every weekend. In fact, we have some volunteers that are with us every weekend, and then some that show up one weekend a month and some that show up once a year. But these allow us to build multiple homes because there is some supervision available, and they kind of assist me and my assistant by taking a little bit of the load off of us.
Oh, I'm Harley Seamer. I volunteer with Habitat for Humanity, and we're on Myrtle Street right now repairing some siding that started to come off and trying to get that all repaired.
What kind of experience do you have in construction?
Well, I worked for the carpenter for a little while between high school and nurses training, and worked for a couple of summers with them. And of course, my dad built some buildings on the farm, and I helped work in building the buildings such as that.
My name is Tom Mason.
Steve is going to talk about layout.
Basically, I've built recording studios, I've done house renovation, I've built log houses, cabins, and then just general handyman stuff on the side.
My name is Jim Crowley. I'm a regional director for Habitat for Humanity, but it's called the Mid-America region. That covers Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, and Kentucky. In our region, we will do, again, that covers 4 states now, and we will build over 600 houses in our 4 states.
My name is Janice Woods, and I live on Old Matthew Road. Being a single parent with 2 kids and the income that I had, I couldn't afford, you know, a regular home because the price is so high, and it was hard for me to get a loan. I helped paint, I helped put the siding, and just a little everything, helped put the porch.
Anyone who comes and listens to me and obeys me is like someone who dug down deep and built a house on solid rock. When the flood came and the river rushed against the house, it was built so well that it didn't even shake.
The reason I think Habitat for Humanity is a success is because I get to see firsthand the families moving into the houses and the difference that it's making in their lives. I can see the changes in their lifestyle, the positive attitude that they have, which was a big change from where they came from.
I think it's a success, absolutely. It started almost 25 years ago with an idea down in Americus, Georgia, and now Habitat this year in September will build our 100,000th house.
Habitat is very successful. It used to be the third largest builder, I think, in the world, and the seventh largest builder in the States.
But because of the acceptance by the public, because of the partnership with the families and the partnerships with corporate America and churches and so on and so forth, it has turned into just a massive operation that just does good.
Has everything to do with the Lord. And because I trust, I believe, and I study His Word, I know what He'll do for me. I know what He has done for me and my family. And when we move in, the dedication won't be about me. It'll be about Him and how good He is to His people.
The key is, although the families appreciate it, and it makes it better for them, I think it really reflects with the kids who understand that that you can actually work and accumulate things and pull yourself up and that kind of thing.